The Rallye Monte-Carlo will open the 2025 WRC season this weekend as the first event of a 14-race calendar. Some significant changes have been made to the technical regulations ahead of this season, including the introduction of new tyres supplied by Hankook and the removal of the hybrid aspect of the power units. It's set to be a tricky weekend for the teams as they adapt to the changes, but this does mean that there are plenty of things to keep an eye on as the new season gets underway. Let's start with number 1. Following a deal with WRC that was signed in November 2024, Hankook will exclusively supply the tyres for all categories for the next 3 years. They've developed 5 tyres for use in WRC, which will operate as follows. Ventus Z215s will be the tarmac tyre for use in wet and dry tarmac conditions. The Ventus Z210 will be the wet weather tyre, best for grip in adverse conditions. The Dynapro R213 will be a multi-purpose tyre, best for unpaved roads. And the Winter iSept SR20s are non-studded tyres best for snowy conditions, and the Winter iPike SR10Ws are studded tyres best for icy conditions. The drivers and teams will have the most complicated tyre selection of the season for the Rallye Monte-Carlo, with 2 slick compounds, a studded winter tyre and a non-studded winter tyre available to them. As always, tyre choice will be vital, and as the teams have limited data on how these tyres perform in Monte Carlo conditions, the order is bound to be shaken up. The teams are not entering the event entirely blind to the tyre performance, however, with some data gathering having been conducted at their testing sessions. The consensus from Hyundai driver Adrian Formo following his test in the i20N Rally 1 was positive. He said, "I was happy with the tyres, the slick is good, the winter needed a little bit of development, but it's really good that Hankook is very open to talk about everything. It was difficult to compare the tyre with what we'd been using in Japan for the last round of the championship. In Japan, we had more corners and the grip was different. For the rally, it was a Monte test, so the conditions were very different with snow and ice. On the whole, it was positive." The WRC will debut a new point system in 2025 with a simplified scale which will reward the top 10 finishers in the following structure: 25, 17, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and 1. Points will also be available on Super Sunday, with the 5 fastest across the Sunday stages earning points in the structure 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Wolf Power stage will remain unchanged, again with the 5 fastest teams earning up to an additional 5 points in the structure 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Unlike 2024, no points will be awarded based on Saturday position. The changes to the points system mean that a maximum of 35 points will be available, up 5 from last year's system which offered a maximum of 30. This updated system builds on the general success of the 2024 format, which delivered unforgettable moments and a fierce title fight, said Peter Thull, Senior Director of Sport at WRC Promoter. He went on to say, "We've made subtle but meaningful adjustments to further reward rally wins and ensure the competition remains as thrilling as ever. Fans can expect even closer battles and dramatic finales in 2025. In an effort to make the Rally 1 cars cheaper, lighter, safer and easier to drive, the FIA made changes to the 2025 technical regulations, which involved the removal of the hybrid power unit, a smaller air restrictor and a lighter minimum weight. The suppliers of the hybrid power, Compact Dynamics, had introduced new safety guidelines at the Acropolis Rally Greece in September 2024. The new guidelines stated that if the hybrid unit suffered 1 shock over 25G or 3 shock errors over 15G, it will need to be stripped and sent back to the supplier for a repair, which was often a lengthy process. This significantly increased the difficulty of repairing a Rally 1 car and skyrocketed the costs for manufacturers. These increased costs were pushing some teams to their financial limits, and the threat of losing one of WRC's 3 manufacturers due to the costs associated with this regulation meant the FIA decided to remove the hybrid power from the Rally 1 cars for the 2025 season. In light of this, the minimum weight of the Rally 1 cars has been decreased from 1,260 kg to 1,180 kg, and a smaller air restrictor has also been introduced to the regulations, downsizing from 36mm to 35. Outside of testing, the Rallye Monte-Carlo will be the first opportunity to see the Rally 1 cars running with the new changes. 8-time world champion and the most successful driver ever at Monte Carlo, Sébastien Ogier, feels the changes will affect their preparedness for the event. He said, "We arrived less prepared than ever, but that's the case for everybody at the start. Whoever has adapted best will have the best chance to win." After competing in a partial WRC campaign last year, 2-time world champion Kalle Rovanperä will compete in the full 14-round season this year. Despite only competing in 7 WRC events last year, the Finn still secured 4 wins and helped Toyota to their 4th consecutive Constructors' Championship. Toyota team principal Jari-Matti Latvala has high expectations for his driver. He said, "I expect him to be fighting for the title. He's going to be fast for sure." Rovanperä has also set his sights on snatching the driver's title from Neuville. He said, "Of course, after last year, Thierry has to be one of the top guys to beat, and everybody is after him now. We're after him and let's see how it goes. There is just one goal to try and win again and be fighting for the championship, so of course I need to come back working hard." Toyota will enter 5 GR Yaris Rally 1 cars into the Rallye Monte-Carlo. Elvin Evans, Sebastian Ogier, Takamoto Katsuta, Kalle Rovanperä, and new signing Sami Pajari, who won the 2024 WRC 2 championship. Toyota have also announced that they will enter a minimum of 4 GR Yaris Rally 1 cars into each event this year, meaning that the manufacturer's title may just be that little bit more difficult for any other manufacturer to snatch. So, with the 2025 WRC season just around the corner, what are you most looking forward to seeing? Let us know in the comments, and as always, make sure to subscribe to Apex.